This is not about finding alien spacecraft, but about delivering dominant intelligence across the tactical, operational, and strategic spectrum.
But for us, it's about finding life and UFOs here at Fox 13. So I'm just going to say, we're starting the week off with a little bit more insight into UFO sightings after Congress held that, public hearing last week on the topic.
Yeah, joining us now, the astrophysicist who joined us last week to talk about black holes. He was so fantastic.
So great.
So good. This morning, he's here with his take on UFOs.
Yeah, so Dr. Joe Pesch, once again with the U.S. National Science Foundation. Doctor, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So I guess the big question is, from your professional perspective, is there life out there? And are they trying to get here?
Okay, so two parts to this. I would be very surprised if there is not life out there. And almost certainly there's going to be very simple life forms, single-celled things. I think that's everywhere. The question is there intelligent life out there? And, I think the odds are a little bit less than the simple life, but I would be surprised if there aren't other intelligent life forms around our galaxy and elsewhere. Okay, so you have me on record saying that. I would be very surprised if that weren't the case.
Okay.
Simple life everywhere, maybe less everywhere intelligent life. Now, have they visited us? And I think that's a bigger question, a more difficult question. And I would, in my thoughts, I would say that probably has not been the case. And why do I say this? I say this because, number one, distances between stars are enormous. And it's very difficult to travel and communicate, right? Certainly we can't. Now, we're just starting out technologically, and I'm not arrogant enough to think that, there aren't many more advanced intelligent life forms out there. But the distances are great, and the laws of physics are working against us. In addition, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere, right? So why us, even if aliens could travel those large distances? Now, we don't know everything about the laws of physics, and our understanding changes, and we learn new things as we move forward. And so, maybe there is something within the laws of physics that will allow interstellar travel. I'm skeptical about that, though.
That's fascinating, isn't it? So I don't know if you got a chance to watch some of the hearings, and we just showed some of the video on the screen there from the U.S. Department of Defense, some aircraft that is unexplained, and they talked about that, and then they went behind closed doors and talked a little bit more. But did you get a chance to see that? What's your take on all of that?
So I'm not an expert on imagery or these sorts of things, but what I would say is that they're calling these unidentified aerial phenomena now is the new UFO, and I certainly think that many of them may have more mundane explanations, lens effects, something that's being misunderstood or mistaken for something else. But there's certainly phenomena out there that we have rarely seen and we don't have an explanation for. So there can certainly be atmospheric things, other physical phenomena that are truly real. Again, are they extraterrestrial intelligence? I think not. Although I would hasten to add that I would be the first to love to be proven wrong in this.
So, Doctor, I guess my question, because I know that you had said that you think that there was probably a lot of low-level life forms, but like the higher, more intelligent life forms is less you said less probable? I mean, why would that be? I mean, space is so vast. It seems like it would be highly probable. I mean, that's just me. That's just me being a dummy. But
no, that's an excellent. You're not a dummy, certainly, and. Statistically, yes, we find planets everywhere. Now, are they conducive to life? And I should hasten to add that it's life as we know it, right? Because we only have the example of life on Earth. But using that example of life on Earth, we see single-celled life forms, very simple life forms, very early in the history of the Earth. And so that adds, I think, to my thinking that because of that, those simple life forms are everywhere. But then you look at the example on Earth, and intelligent life us, for example, or other species that are intelligent, don't come until quite late in the history of the Earth. And so again, statistically, we might expect to see fewer of those intelligent species out in interstellar space. Doesn't mean that they don't exist.
The other day we were talking on the couch over here about movies and TV shows that have featured UFOs or aliens or life like spaceships coming in. What TV show or movie do you think represents what it could really actually be like?
Star Wars, right? It's definitely Star Wars.
I'm sorry, Star Trek. I'm a Star Trek fan,
all right.
Wow. Okay.
I can't not say Star Trek, but and the actual science that is looking. So there are projects that are looking for intelligent life. Project SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. And more mundanely, but no less important, a lot of our astronomical facilities and observatories are conducting studies of the precursors to life. So looking for molecules that we know are important for life on Earth. And we do that with the radio telescopes like those behind me, the Very Large Array, or the ALMA Observatory in Chile, the Green Bank Telescope. Finding exoplanets everywhere. And so all of this astronomical science is building blocks in place to answer these questions. And hopefully in the coming decades, we'll have a much stronger idea of what's going on.
I always think about, would we actually want there to be intelligent life out there? Because they might not be friendly if they're actually out there. So I don't know if we want to know that.
Well, that's certainly a possibility too, right? I mean, and if you say, well, 99.99% of the intelligent species in the galaxy are benign, all it takes is one, an advanced species, and it may not be a good day for you. But that's a big question, and it has to be debated. And philosophers and scientists and others can weigh in on this and decide whether we want to reach out and try to make contact, or what happens if we do make contact in the future. How do we proceed? And
we're obsessed with the debate. Dr. Joe Pesch, we love having you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Maybe they do know we're out here and they're like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I'm good.
Thanks, Doctor.